Well, hold on. I got to do something different. Let's do that. Well, all right. It's Friday, and this is Eclectic Ramblings. And don't laugh at my hat. I grabbed it at the last minute, and it does not look as cool as I guess I don't have enough dreadlocks to fill it up, so it's looking kind of funky here. I think we're gonna have to have a hat change before it's all said and done. But by the way, happy Juneteenth! You're watching Eclectic Ramblings. I am live with my friend Richard Dix, with my friend Timothy Bulu.
Yo.
And I don't know who that is. Is that Jarvis? I got to put on my glasses. See who that is.
What's going on,
Jarvis? That's Jarvis. All right, Jarvis. Happy Juneteenth. You see my hat's all jacked up, man.
I see you.
Hey, Jarvis, was you in the backstage when he was switching the hats?
My brothers, how you brothers doing?
No, I wasn't in the backstage. I've been trying to catch up with Paul all day.
I saw him pull off the other hat.
He had me in the backstage too, man.
I saw him pull off the other hat, and I thought he was reaching for a toupee.
I had nothing to do with it. I've been trying to catch up with
all day. One at a time. If you're gonna diss me, you gotta diss me one at a time so everybody can hear how messed up you are. My friend.
Jarvis?
Yeah.
When you couldn't see him, he was pulling off one hat.
I just want you to give me a go ahead, do a backdrop on Juneteenth. Run through it again for your audience because there's some people that don't know, bro.
Well, I was counting on you doing that, brother. I thought you had the skinny. You know all about Juneteenth. You've been around long enough. Huh?
But I had some people in Miami that said, "Hey, what's Juneteenth?" I'm saying, "You black? You don't know?"
Hey, brother, I gotta admit, I didn't know about Juneteenth until I was in my late 20s.
So imagine your audience; they might not the people that's in this stream. I'm talking about those that's outside.
Well, I understand that. I'm willing to school some folks. I mean, I got the speech down pat. Hold on, I got it here somewhere. Wait a minute. Let me write it down. I wrote it somewhere.
Hey, Jarvis.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So I was going to tell you that when we were all sitting in the backstage and I saw him switching over to that.
I know Jarvis know it though.
Hold on, Richard.
It looked like he was pulling out a toupee to put on before he put that hat on.
I'm not that vain yet. I'm not that vain.
Hey, I don't think Paul is that vain. He doesn't really care. He wouldn't pull out a toupee.
You know, I barely wear shoes, man. What am I gonna do with a toupee?
This is true. I've been around him. I know.
I was sitting here looking at it on my cell phone, and it looked like that he was putting a toupee on, and then he took it off and put that other hat on, and I'm like, okay.
I found my hat up in the costume. I don't think that was his. Paul would wear a toupee. Nice. Now he might wear a beret.
Yeah.
He wouldn't wear a toupee.
Right. Ain't gonna wear no dang toupee.
I heard he wears a raspberry beret.
Although I thought about getting my hair dyed black. You know, it's gonna do all this stuff black, but I've been gray too long. People will know.
You've been gray as long as I've known you.
I know. I can't go back to 26 now.
That's your trademark, man. Keep that.
I got to tell you, Paul, my vanity did get me to go ahead and grab that Grecian formula one time.
Uh-huh.
And it burnt my scalp so bad, I said, no, I'll deal with it. I'll accept it.
Oh, see, that's when you just cut it off and go like Jarvis. Jarvis is a wussy.
That used to work. Through my 40s.
Call it what you want to. I did not want the backwards fade, the George Jefferson. If it started coming out, I'm going to help it. It started thinning, I'm going to help. Listen, The real story behind me cutting my hair off, though, was the fact that I had to drive 70 miles to a barber in North Dakota and pay them
you're listening to this, right, Richard? You're listening to this, right?
And pay them $30 to cut my hair.
See, that's why you bald. See, Richard went bald too because he's out there in Never Negro land in Montana. Y'all got to drive 70 miles to find somebody that looks like you to cut your hair.
I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. They couldn't fade like my Michigan people could. So I said, you know what? Shaved it off.
That's a lot of maintenance, though. You got to do that every day.
Well, every other day. I got a nice little routine that gives me about 2 days.
Are you using the Black Magic or are you using the razor?
No, I'm using the razor.
Man, Richard, what are you using? The razor or Black Magic?
Oh, I go razor. I was bald. I had a murder one before Jordan.
Listen, I got too many bumps and crevices in my head to be using a razor. I'll be looking like...
Hey, Paul. I said to a barber one time. I said,
you got to get you a Gillette.
A Gillette.
Hey, Paul. It's just like when you paint a wall. You don't paint it once. You got to do it in layers. You paint it once and you paint it again. So you go over it once, you fine tune it and go over it again. And you gotta have the right products to make sure your skin is moist and all the rest of that. You use the right stuff, it's easy peasy.
Listen, I have bumped my head a lot as a child. I got mountains to go up and valleys to go in.
I said to a barber one time, pay attention, because the last guy cut my hair warped. He got done cutting my hair. He said, it ain't your hair that's warped, it's your head.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, the bald is a good look for you guys. It really is. You guys, I like it on Richard. I like it on you. I don't think I can pull it off, man. I look too much like Homer Simpson. So I got out today and did some shopping for Juneteenth. You know, we're having the Father's Day cookout this Sunday.
Yeah.
So I go to my guy over at Maxie's Meats and I get $400 worth of meat. Tried to fill the truck up, man. I got ribs, I got chicken, I got country style ribs. I got all sorts of groovy stuff. Angie's going to the store tomorrow to get the vegetables. But I stopped by another friend. I got a police officer friend that does security at the city council meetings, and he owns a little party store on the east side of Flint. So I call myself, I'm going to stop by there and get a soda pop, throw some money at him. You know how this pandemic has hurt these guys. I show up, his parking lot is full. There is not an empty spot. There are people parked on the sidewalk going into this store. So I go into the store and I'm standing there waiting for him to come out of the office, and I look at the cooler. Y'all know anything about this? Y'all know anything about this?
I can't read it. What is it? Wild Irish Rose? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I had an uncle that used to drink that like Kool-Aid.
Well, I have it as the challenge for the boys. The boys, I'm going to let the boys try to sample it, see if they can hang out with the big dogs. I remember in my early days, 3 of us on 1/5 bottle, and we didn't know our names. So I'm wondering if it's going to be the same. He recommended that I don't let them drink it until Sunday nights if I wanted them to participate in the Juneteenth celebration. Sharima, welcome.
Hello, Paul. Hello, Tim.
And
Hey,
GT,
girl, how you doing tonight?
Hello, Rob. Yes.
Hey, I need you guys to introduce yourselves because there's some folks here that don't know one another. Richard, you start.
I'm Richie Rich, all the way from Montana.
Nice.
Formerly home of Flint, Michigan.
All right, Timmy, you.
Yeah, I'm Tim Bulu. I'm coming to you from St. Petersburg, Florida, originally from just south of Boston, Massachusetts.
All right, GT.
Grove GT Tig, I'm coming to you live from Detroit, Michigan, by way of Flint, by way of Detroit, Michigan.
He stay on the highway. All right, Sharima.
I'm Sharima in Flint, Michigan, the original wild Irish rose.
Love it.
I like the way she said that.
Nice.
And so you notice she's styling. She's showing off her porch of her new house, right? You see that, right? And GT, you got a new house too, baby. I love that white wall. That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's a nice ass white wall, boy. That's nice.
Yes.
Oh, so Sharima, what'd you do today?
What did I do today? I worked. I wrote grants. I submitted grants. In fact, I submitted 7 grants today, and I'm very happy about that. And then I watered my garden that I've adopted at the Flint Farmers Market. And then I watched the Juneteenth celebrations. It was a wonderful thing. And then I attended a Juneteenth poetry, spoken word poetry slam with Tracy Curry. It was fantastic.
Nice. Did you get up and read? Did you read anything?
I didn't, but I was there giving lots of accolades to those I knew and to those I did not know. It was awesome.
Nice. GT, what are you doing, man? You trying to bring in extra guests? It's one person.
You're right. Ain't this what this about?
Yes.
Hold on a minute.
This is my wife, Sarah.
Hello, Sarah. How are you?
Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
Sarah.
Welcome to the party.
Thank you.
We're just talking big stuff. So Sharima so far is the only one that did anything Juneteenth-y. What are they doing out there in Montana, black man?
Oh man, we celebrating at Ted's Montana.
At Ted's eating some bison?
Yes, sir.
So now, how come I'm picturing cowboy boots and cowboy hats and like one of them riding bulls in the restaurant? Is that what we got?
No, a whole lot of rap music.
I was just looking at some bison meat.
Oh yeah, they got it down in Detroit.
No, I was gonna order it.
Why?
I never had it.
Oh,
Well,
you gotta have it.
Yeah.
I'm going over tomorrow. I'm going over to Yellowstone, and while I'm passing through, I'm gonna go to Ted Turner's. He got about just on 40,000 bisons just roaming.
So do you get to pick them out and prod them or what?
Hey, look, they bigger than the Jeep.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
sir.
I had an encounter with a full-grown male bison out in California, and I had a 77 Cutlass Supreme.
Hey, but on the way out, I'm gonna have me an ultimate martini.
What's an ultimate martini, Brother Dix?
It's gonna lay you on your ass. You just need one.
Yeah,
that's it.
He'll see your wild Irish rose and raise you an ultimate martini.
Well, I think ultimate martini is just tequila with no juice.
I just love that you're going to Yellowstone tomorrow. I just love that you just dropped that into the conversation so nonchalantly. I'm going to Yellowstone tomorrow. I'm going to see a bison bigger than my Jeep. And here we are in Flint. Not a bison in sight.
He's in Montana. That's his backyard. What are you talking about?
Hey, right in the backyard. Well, I want to see Old Faithful, the guys.
Oh, me too.
Oh yeah, the guys are right.
Isn't it closed because of the pandemic? Didn't they close all natural wonders?
Man,
they turn them off. Did you turn it off?
Montana's probably the only place that ain't closed up.
I can imagine. Ain't but 2 people in Montana, man.
What? Man, it's a million.
You and your wife is the only people I know in Montana.
Hey, that's all you need to know.
So, Mr. Dix, what took you out to Montana?
We got a room that say Earth, so you know you welcome.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
So what took you out to Montana?
To work for the for Montana State University.
Awesome. What do you do there, if I may ask?
I work for the Office of Institutional Equity. conducting investigations, whether it's sexual assault, Title IX, or harassment,
I love
civil
Title
rights,
IX. God, I love Title
things
IX.
like that.
Well, thank
Trying to
you
keep-
for your work there. It's really
Huh?
important. Thank you for your work there. It's really important work.
Oh, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that.
It
I mean,
is.
it is important for these students to get education and not be disrupted by
Yes.
foolishness.
Yes.
I constantly have to remind my staff
Yeah,
about Title IX stuff.
it's a really enjoyable job, though. It's a lot of
So
work.
school me on Title IX. Title IX is where they said that the female sports curriculum has to be equal to the male
That's how it
sports
started.
curriculum.
Title IX
Yeah,
started
it
out
has something
with.
to do with
Hold
that
on, Timmy.
because a lot of the men's sports were getting more scholarships than women, and consequently, women's sports suffered. And that was in 1972 on. So there's been some amendments since that time to include a number of discriminatory acts, including domestic violence, stalking, all under Violence Against Women Act.
Yes.
So it's a lot more to it now, but it also tries to introduce more equality among the students.
Man, yes,
Hey,
God
Paul.
bless you, my brother. That's so
Paul?
cool.
What you got, Tim?
I've had to educate my staff that Title IX means that if you go to a bar off campus after work and you and another guy get into a conversation and one of your female co-workers is in that bar and she's made to feel uncomfortable, she can go in and report you under Title IX.
Even if you're not on the job, but just being
Even if
in
you're
the
not
same
on
bar.
the job, because you work in the same office and you should have known she was in there. But that's where, I mean, Title IX, like he said, it started out making sure.
Hey, Paul, Patty said hi.
Hey, Patty. Sorry, Timmy. Hey, Patty, how you doing? CGT, what you started? God damn it.
I usually
You
bring the
doing good?
noise.
How's Montana? Wait a minute. Don't pretend like he's not standing next to you. Squeezing your arm.
Okay, I'll speak honestly. I love it.
What? What do you love about you're a city girl? What the hell's wrong with you?
Well, you assume I'm a city girl, but I've always been a country girl at heart. I was born and raised in St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. So I'm always used to the quiet, the peaceful, and this is a great atmosphere. Everybody's been welcoming. So,
all right, so let me understand this. You come from an island and now you live in the desert. What the heck is wrong with you?
Oh, this is not desert.
It's High Plains Desert.
It's lush green. Have you shown him outside?
I tried to show him.
Oh, please show us outside.
Show us outside. We want to see what Montana looks like. June 19th.
I would love to see it.
At 7:18 in the morning, at 7:18 in the evening. Let's see what we got here. Hold on, we're gonna pull the first screen.
Look,
That don't look like Montana furniture in there.
well, we don't have to live like we're in the country. Right?
Love it.
So how do you turn this around? So they can see.
Turn it
Okay. So this is our view from
Did you hear all the oohs and the ahs?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a highway though, right? What highway is that?
Yeah. Do you name your mountains?
There's a mountain on either side of you.
Wow.
Nice. Jarvis made it back.
All right, cool. Hey, everybody.
Hey, Jarvis.
What's happening, man?
What's going on? Good to see you.
Yes.
We're almost at our limits. Did we lose Dix? Dix looks like she's frozen.
I'm
Y'all
gonna
better
turn
get
it over to my husband.
all right. Yeah, get closer to the modem because you guys froze on us there for a minute.
It's great meeting her.
Nice spot. Jarvis, what happened to you, man?
phone went out, man. Had to switch over to the computer. We all can't have iPhones like you, Paul.
Wait a minute. I can see your computer screen. Does that say "gay girls in bondage"? What does that
No,
say
that
on
does
your
not.
Jarvis, don't listen to him.
Paul, you always giving me a bad rep, man. What am I gonna do with you?
I'm just saying, you don't want that reflection in them glasses, man.
I'm glad I took
a reflection.
It probably said greatest of all time because I've been looking up sneakers lately.
Okay, I'll believe that.
My spending habits.
My bad. I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
No, you not.
As if.
How many of you people heard what Trump said about Juneteenth? What do you guys think?
Yeah, like
Did you hear what he said? Did you hear?
I never heard of Juneteenth until you mentioned it to me one time when I was in my mid-20s.
Nice. Okay, well,
you made Juneteenth popular or something?
Yeah. Yeah, nobody knew about it till he said it. Till he spoke about it.
Relevant.
Well, I have to concede. I really do. I've been doing this for 30 years, Jarvis. 30 years, okay?
Okay.
And really, it's almost gotten to be depressing for me because of the lack of participation from my people. I get 300 people, 400 people at a Juneteenth celebration, but 3 weeks from now, the 4th of July, there's 5,000 people in the park.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they just don't have a clue. I mean, you can celebrate July 4th too. We're Americans.
Right.
But man, if you're going to cook a hot dog on the 4th of July, you need to act a fool on Juneteenth.
Hey, Paul, I've been in the trenches with you, so I know. I get it.
I think that's Richard's phone. I'm going to mute him. Let's see. Whose phone is making all that noise? Maybe it's just me.
No, sounds like you got it.
You just muted me.
Everybody.
You muted everybody?
I muted everybody, and he said I got it, but I think it's Jarvis. Hold on.
It's not.
No, it might be
No,
Mr. Dix. He's in the car. It looks like. Is he in the car? Is he in the car?
I'm thinking it was Dix, but I muted him first. No, nope. All right.
Why you gotta mute me?
Because you're about to say something stupid. I'm just concerned. That's all. So I went out and bought me some suspended. I've been working out in the garden, getting the garden together for this party on Sunday. And I spent more time pulling my pants up than I wanted to. I was involuntarily sagging. So I ended up out at the store and I got me some. Quit laughing. I got me some suspenders. I was looking for coveralls. You know what I mean? And all they had was these 29s and 32s, these little thin kind of designer coveralls. I'm like, are you kidding me? And they had winter ones, thick thinsulate winter bibs. I'm like, come on now, it's June. This stuff should be in the back room. It shouldn't even be out here.
Hey, those skinny coveralls.
Skinny jeans, yeah, skinny coveralls. Styling. I'm trying to grow a garden.
Now y'all know his wife yelled out the window, "Man, pull them damn pants up. I don't want to see a full moon."
My wife, everybody that drove by. And then when the police come, I knew I had to go get some suspenders. I got to take the receipt to court on Tuesday.
I was just going to say, that's exactly right.
I tried to find you today, Paul.
Did you? I mean, I've been sitting here most of the time. I did go to Max Brandon Park for a hot minute to see the memorial they were doing for Catherine Blake.
Yeah, I was trying to catch that as well. I think I missed it.
Yeah, they did a nice little memorial for Catherine out there. I was happy. All her kids were there.
Hey, Jarvis, you want me to tell you what you missed? You want me to tell you what you missed?
What? I'm scared. What did I miss, Tim?
Is my mic on? Can anybody hear me? Is my mic on?
Your mic is on.
No, that's what he kept saying through the whole live stream. Is my mic on? I don't know if anybody can hear me. Is my mic on?
I think it's Sharima. Sharima's making all that noise.
I did watch him, Jarvis, stream from the park live during the Juneteenth ceremony. That's all I kept hearing was, I don't know if anybody can hear me. Is my mic on?
I kept typing. I typed barely.
I sent him a message through Facebook telling him I can hear him. I sent him a message on Facebook and I texted him saying, I can hear you.
Well, see, I'm used to looking at the bars on the phone. I can see the audio. But with the sunlight, I couldn't see Jack Diddley squat. I couldn't even aim. So you're lucky that you weren't looking at the floor, at the ground the whole time.
I was looking at you and people around you.
Richard, where you going, man? Richard, where you going? Where you going, man?
Oh, I'm head to Montana's, man, for some of that nice bison.
Okay,
you doing the bison?
Yeah. They can get that at the corner store, GT. They got little trucks in Montana. You can forget the taco truck. He got him a bison truck.
Wow.
We used to have a bison steakhouse down this way. Let me tell you, that was tasty meat.
Has anybody tried to pay for ground beef lately?
My wife's got me eating healthy, Paul. You know, so that's why I wanted to stretch and go for the bison. You know,
I guess is it supposed to be healthier? It's the new healthy red meat.
It's healthier.
That's what my wife says. Yeah.
So it must be less fat in it, right?
It is. It's leaner.
It's leaner.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I guess I heard a comedian.
How's that going, GT?
You know
Your
what?
wife's got you eating healthy.
My mom told me today, as a matter of fact, where I moved 3 blocks down on the same street from my mom, who's 73, you know, and she's like one of my best friends, so it's real cool to see her often. And I borrowed her lawnmower and took it back to her today, and she was like, "Oh, you done sized up real good."
Thanks,
and
Mom.
I was like, "Well, yeah, that's the eating, Mom. I'm not doing no more pork. I ain't doing no more beef. All I'm doing is like chicken and seafood, and you know, yeah, I'm with turkey, you know, and Sarah's got me doing the right thing. I like avocado stuff now and guacamole. I didn't like that at all, you know. So, but it's got me feeling a lot better, and I truly feel that it's been her care that's kept me really cool during this COVID-19 thing. I'm born asthmatic. I've been dealing with it my whole life. And see with the vitamin A, C, D, and zinc, and elderberry, and emergency has really kept my immune system real cool. Man. I'm blessed to know her.
That is awesome. She has a strong ethic of care for you.
Well, I have done some exploration here, and I have determined that it is both Richard Dick's and Sharima's and Timmy's phone combined. Each one of you has a little bit of background noise in it, and then combined, it's this monster noise that I'm hearing. But that's okay. I'll get over it.
So for the first time, I'm not blamed.
The only background noise
I'm going to mute you anyway.
Paul,
now you remember what happened last time you told somebody you were going to mute them about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
She might be watching. Hold on. We got some comments. What do we got here? I'm going to Tim's house. Alan Jones, evening. Who's Alan? Alan Jones.
my buddy, the paramedic lieutenant.
Oh, yeah. There he goes. Okay, now I remember. Okay, he said he's going over your house. He should be knocking at your door anytime now. Alan, I remember. Yeah, the firefighter. Okay, yeah. Coolie Bop. Well, man, GT, what you got there? You're about to do something, aren't you?
You know, I was figuring that I would drown out the doggone bad feedback.
I like that.
Nice.
That's a good idea.
Very cool. What will you play?
I was just gonna play some background music, mix it up. It might be some Barry White in there. It might be some Bruno Mars. I don't know.
Wait a minute. I thought you had a new joint you was trying to get people to hear.
I do. Yeah, I actually it was released on June 9th. It's called Elite. It's my new single. It's my first hip hopish type of attempt. I brought in Johnny Fontaine, activist, community brother, good husband, good father out of Flint. He did a nice little flow for me. I got a cool, phenomenal guitarist named Sasha Kasperico that laid some real nice, like, angry guitar underneath. But the song is all about brothers together, making the right plans, and taking the right steps to build a better future.
Can we hear it?
Yeah, is that one you can do without him? You need him in the background, or can you play it for us?
Can we play it?
Oh man, see that would be pretty impossible to really get the effectiveness. I actually did a homemade video on it where because I actually feature some quotes from the song starts off with an Obama quote, and then it goes to Malcolm X, and then I go into the meat of the song, and then when I come out of that, you'll hear Martin, and then you'll hear Muhammad, and then it ends with Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
And all of them are saying something about what we go through as black men. And yeah, it's pretty powerful, man. And it's funky. It's real funky. I laid like 3 different bass lines. I laid like a Marcus Miller bass line, a Bootsy Collins bass line, and a doggone James Jamerson bass line, all on the same thing.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Check it out. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let us hear you do a little noise deafening song. Is that it? You say he's gonna stop the wind, but Richard's gone and the noise is gone, so I'm blaming Richard.
Oh, good. You won't mute me anymore. Lovely, because I'm the only woman here. So,
but Tim has muted himself, or did I mute? Okay, wait a minute.
No, yeah, I muted myself to make sure it wasn't me because my AC unit is out here running. I'm on the patio.
Yeah, you were in the mix, but it's okay.
This is a very quiet Friday night out here on my front porch, I must say. I don't think I was the problem.
All right. Hey, take it, GT. You got the stage, baby. Take it.
Thank you for letting me be myself.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing when you were playing. That's what I was hearing.
Awesome.
Listen, I muted Jarvis's mic because I was afraid he was going to start singing.
Thank you.
You muted mine too.
You see this?
Thank you for letting me be myself.
Yeah. I was feeling it.
I have no words for you, Paul, on that.
I was just being on the safe side, Jarvis.
I'll have you know I have a lovely voice.
That's right. You're a preacher. You're supposed to. I think all preachers are supposed to be able to sing.
Not all of them can, though.
The ones that can't sing, they talk melodically.
Sustain speaking.
Rolling on the river.
Yeah. And then they'll look over to the band and act like, follow me now, follow me.
You got this, right? I can live with that. Oh my goodness. So anything else exciting happened this week for anybody? We're on a tour with Timmy. Hold on, let me mute him. There you go. It looks like a refrigerator raid. I think he went to get another beer.
No. I thought somebody was at my front door.
Oh, that's right. Alan's supposed to come by. Okay, well, shoot.
But
while you're
I
up,
was just at my
grab
front
me a
door
beer.
and I don't see him nowhere.
Well, while you're up, grab me a beer, will you?
All right, yeah, I'm gonna walk right by the beer fridge right about now. Can you see the beer fridge?
It's scary when you have a beer fridge. You have a fridge dedicated to beer.
Yes.
So, Paul, I have a question.
Shoot.
That's baller.
How do you know everyone on this call? How does everyone here know Paul?
There you go. That's a better question because I lie.
I'll start. One day, way back in early high school, this new family moved into my town, and I actually first met Paul's older brother, Sisley. And he invited me back to their house, and that's when I met Paul and his sister and his mom and dad.
Wow. Oh, that's so cool, Tim. So how old was Paul at the time?
We were probably around 15, 14 years old.
Wow. And where was this?
A town called Situate, Mass, just south of Boston.
Yes. So what was your first impression of Paul?
This man's crazy.
Yep, that was mine. I don't know. I think that was a reflex. I didn't mean to be so loud on that. It was a reflex.
Once I got to meet his mother and father, I knew exactly why. I mean, they were just like, be yourself, instilled so much confidence and encouraged us to just be ourselves.
Wow.
See? You thought I had some jacked up parents, didn't you?
Oh, no. Paul had excellent parents. His mother and father were great.
Once they let him out of the loony bin, they were fine.
Once they let you out, darling.
That's true. I was the one in. I was the one in. Ha, ha, ha.
Hey,
I love that story.
Sharima?
What a great story.
Sharima?
Yes.
After that, though, I had to be very alert on Saturday mornings, because if I heard a dirt bike coming down my street, I knew it was Paul coming for a visit. He would ride his dirt bike from one side of the town to the other on an old abandoned railroad track to come hang out at my house.
Timmy literally lived on the other side of the tracks.
Yeah.
It was a little small part of this little town, this little vacation town, Situate. They had a population of 30 during the winter and 3,000 during the summer. And there was just a small little pocket of Portuguese folks. I thought they were black folks at first. And then I learned I was wrong. They were all Portuguese, speaking some Portuguese Creole language. They would talk about you in front of your face. You wouldn't know what the hell they were saying.
But you know something, because I actually pulled it up today. In 1976, the Portuguese government finally released control of the islands that my grandparents were born on, and the nationality or the race reverted back to black, because the majority of the people on those islands were captured slaves.
Well, when did this take place?
75 was when they got their independence from Portugal.
Wow. 75.
So if you
wasn't that a good year, Jarvis?
Go on Wikipedia and look up the Cape Verde Islands.
It was a good year for me. Yeah.
I don't remember. Wait. That was right before the bicentennial. That's when my shit got stolen. I got beat up in 75. Wait a minute. That was not a good year for me. I got beat up.
Oh, you've got to tell that story, Paul. What happened?
You don't want to know. Unbelievable. I had which time was it? I'm trying to remember which time, because I did get beat up a couple of times. I was at the store, and these guys asked me if I was in a gang. Oh no, they asked me what school I was going to go to, and I was supposed to go to Mumford High School, but instead I got sent to Benedictine.
Oh yeah.
And I was telling them that, and as I was telling them that, he punched me in the face and took my money and ran.
Wow.
Yeah, that was Detroit. Yeah, and then I got a real good story. I had a go-kart in Detroit, right? And we were getting ready to move to Scituate. So I had to sell the go-kart. So I put the go-kart up for sale, and I had people coming by looking at it, but I had taken the tires off of it because I was working on the go-kart. And the tires were in the back corner of the garage. So this one kid comes over to look at the go-kart, and he decides he doesn't want to buy it. The next day we come out, the go-kart's gone. The tires in the back of the garage are gone. So we know who took it, right? So my mother calls all my friends are around. I got 6 or 7 of us at the house. My mother called the police to report the crime, and they actually sent the cruiser out, right? And the police in the cruiser made the mistake of telling my mother. He said, "Ma'am, if that boy rode right in front of me on that go-kart right now, I couldn't take it from him and give it to you." And my mother looked at the officer and says, "Let me understand. What you're saying is there's nothing you can do." And the officer said, "Yes." And my mother, while the cop was there, turned around to us, a crowd of boys, and said, "Do you know where he lives?" And we said, "Yes." She said, "Go get your shit."
I love that story. She was badass.
So we started picking up sticks and rocks, and we started walking. The police just followed us right over to his house.
Wow.
We get to his house. My brother didn't even knock on the front door. My brother just opens the front door, walks through the kid's house, comes out the back door, opens the garage door up, and there's the go-kart. They're trying to paint it blue.
Wow. Already. Wow.
Already. It's the only go-kart in the neighborhood, man. They go they gonna paint it blue and roll out with it.
Wow.
Well, Dad, that's what Mama said. Mama said, "Go get your stuff." What you're telling me is there's nothing you can do. I pay taxes, and she went through the whole little speech with him. But we ended up getting it back.
Hey, Sharima.
What a
yes.
story.
Sharima. Yes. Sharima. Yes, his mother was excellent people, and yeah, I.
Uh-oh. I think we lost him.
Oh, I know, right? The good stuff.
Right in the middle of saying something nice.
Sure did. He got stuck. Well,
that's all right. I need a new picture. I need a new picture on my dartboard.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Ooh.
Jarvis turned his camera off. Did I mute him? Is Jarvis still there? No, Jarvis muted himself. Okay, that'll work.
Yeah, my man may need another 5 1/4 floppy for his computer or something.
I'm gonna tell him to feed that damn gerbil. Man, he said you gotta feed that gerbil, Timmy. Oh, we lost him altogether.
You need more power. Need more power.
So, GT, how do you know Paul? How did y'all meet?
Oh, the way that I know Paul is the reason that I had to take this time to come in when I got the message that you guys were doing this. I'm proud to say that Paul actually introduced Juneteenth to me. 20 years ago, a little bit more than 20 years ago, I moved to Flint for a little while, and I became friends with a brother, Kevin Collins. Yep. And his son was a little young cat at the time, and they were teaching percussion at a school with a little white boy that I was raised in. That is now my son. Is brilliant, and he's taking the torch of equality and everything. He just got a job working in humanities type of thing at the University of Indianapolis. But anyway, they had a gig. I was like, man, we're gonna do Juneteenth. GT, and I was like, okay, let's go. What's this Juneteenth thing? And it was Paul that introduced what it was about. It's like I said, it's 20 years ago. and I haven't forgotten that. And anytime he's got something that's happening, I try to. If I got time, I'm trying to be a part of it any way that I can. You know.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Timmy's back. Timmy's back.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
Tim.
Alan's trying to get in, Timmy. I told him I
There you
missed him. I
go.
told him to try again.
Yeah, I was saying to Sharima that your mother was excellent people. She always tried to do things the right way the first time, and if the right way wasn't going to work, then she said to us, "Okay, boys, figure it out." So I could easily hear her telling Paul and Sizway, "Go get your shit."
Mm-hmm. You sure did.
So, Paul, what took you and your family to Situate? Is that how you pronounce it? Situate, Massachusetts?
Yep.
Well,
What took
actually,
you out? Your family there?
my dad was in charge of what's called dealer development for General Motors in the Buick line.
Yep.
And what he did was he recruited former athletes to open up dealerships like Sims, Al Bennett, Mel Farr, all across the country. So it was like during the 70s and the 80s, once a football player retired, their next move was opening a car dealership, you know?
Yeah.
So that was my dad's job. So they moved him from Detroit to a city called Braintree, which is like halfway between Boston and Situate. Looks like Alan made it. Welcome, Alan. Welcome, Alan. So it's halfway between Boston and Situate. So he was there for like a year, commuting back and forth, and then he moved us out. And then we stayed out there for 2 years. I did my freshman and sophomore year at Situate High School. One of what? I was the only black person in the town. Everybody else of dark skin color was Portuguese, other than the Metco kids that they bused from Boston to our school.
Yeah, and again, we'll go back to at that point in time, we were considered Portuguese, so I used to have to write Caucasian as my race, and I would look down at my arms and go, really, Caucasian.
Well, what happened to other?
My last name has been traced into the Congo. There is a village in the Congo named Bulu. And there are a people named Bulu and a river named Bulu, but I'm Caucasian.
Well, listen, Alan's mic isn't hooked up, and I don't know how to tell him his mic isn't hooked up.
Alan, your mic ain't hooked up.
Alan, your mic ain't hooked up.
Hey, Alan, you're
Alan.
fucking...
Alan, your mic ain't hooked up.
Oh, he got Odie with him, though. You say hi to his dog, Odie.
Oh, there's Odie. He
Can't
looks
hear
like
you.
Odie,
Odie.
Odie,
Can't hear you. There you go. There you go. You turned it on.
Can you just ask him everything about me and computers? It's hard. It's a hard struggle. Everybody, this is Obi.
Oh,
This is my
darling. He's so sweet.
How old is he, Alan?
Yeah.
I think 3.
Oh,
we rescued him, or he rescued us, you know.
Nice. That's how it usually works. Well, I don't know. Are you guys hip to this stuff?
What is it?
Aloe water?
Hello?
Oh, aloe water. I've not tried it.
No, I like this right here, water.
Bud Light.
No Bud Light. There's a little bourbon, a little bit of ice cube in it.
I think that's one of them ultimate tequilas. Margaritas, right? Ultimate margarita.
And Tim, for the record, I'm coming to your house tomorrow.
Hey, Paul. Paul, remember the brother that used to join us from, was it New Mexico there that liked the Chuck. Yeah, well, this is Alan is the guy I was trying to tell him about that makes the apple pie moonshine.
Oh, Alan. Alan. What's the recipe?
Moonshine's illegal. I use Everclear. Moonshine's illegal. I use Everclear, but it's about the same stuff.
What's the recipe, Alan? What's the recipe?
Well, you take a little bit of this and you take a little bit of that.
It got the facts alive.
Apple cider, apple juice, brown sugar, white sugar, cinnamon sticks. Boil it all up. Dump in your liquor. Put it in a jar.
And then what do you do with it? Did you just watch it eat the glass?
No, you let it sit there for about 10 days because it really mellows it out. And sometimes I'll put a little caramel vodka in it.
It mellows it out. And I've never known anything to sit and mellow. Come on, man.
Oh, it does. Trust me, it gets better. Tim's had some of it.
By the way, wait. My bottle's empty.
Well, I got to get making.
We have got to define better. What is better?
It mellows out. You don't taste all the alcohol.
Okay, it gets smooth.
I just put my address up there, dude. I got you.
UPS ain't gonna deliver that, man. That's flammable, baby. That's an explosive.
Hey, Paul, during a party one time, Alan brought a jug of that, and me, him, and a friend, when everybody else went inside and shut the doors because it was thundering and lightning out, me, him, and a friend sat out here in the back porch and just continued sipping.
In the rain, didn't care.
Yes, we did.
Dangerously delicious.
Yes, we did. Oh, dangerous. Okay, how many of y'all on Facebook ever seen this guy called the Tipsy Bartender?
Is it a Facebook phenomenon?
Oh, dude, this guy makes stuff. He makes like the Hunch Punch, the Jungle Juice. He sounds like he's from the islands because he always says, and remember, don't drink and drive. I watched him make something one day. He had a 105 quart cooler. And he made, so there's like 19 bottles of liquor.
What's his name again?
Tipsy Bartender.
GT's taking notes.
He makes stuff with Mountain Dew, Hawaiian Punch, Kool-Aid. Oh yeah.
Tipsy Bartender. He sounds interesting.
Oh, he's a character. Yeah. Hey Tim.
I don't know. I can't handle my liquor like I used to. I just can't handle liquor. Right, Sharima?
I've become a gin man out of the blue.
I handled it. It's right here in my hand.
Gin, that's the worst of all liquors.
Yeah.
You should start drinking Anisette or something. Gin is horrible.
It was the worst drink I ever had. When I turned 21 years ago, that was the first drink when I walked in the bar. I said, give me a gin and tonic. And I thought that was the nastiest thing. Man, Paul, it's become my favorite drink all of a sudden.
Tangerine tonic, right?
That's because you're old, man. That's an old man's drink. That's an old man's drink.
Do you put a twist in it?
Buds have gone to the hater side of me younger.
Gin and tonic comes with a cane.
Back in the day.
But the question is it Beef Eaters? Is it Tanqueray? What's your gin of choice?
I think it's Mohawk or Arrow.
All right, Obi, I'm gonna put you. I'll be right back. Be right back.
Oh, Bombay. See, that good stuff.
Bombay,
that's the good stuff. I had some of that Grey Goose.
You know how that all became the drink of the British military officer?
Because they could make it out of potatoes in the field, right?
No. Tonic water is made from a substance called quinine.
Quinine, right.
Helps prevent malaria.
Okay.
So you got British officers traveling to India for duty. And in the evening, they'd be drinking the tonic water to keep away the malaria, and they needed something to mix it with.
So they didn't need the hydroxychloroquine like Trump been talking about.
So in other words, Tim, if I come to your house tomorrow and you offer me tonic, don't drink it.
Well, no, because you gotta understand, I'm actually allergic to quinine. Quinine leaves me with 0 platelets, and I bleed out.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah, we did talk about this last week, Tim. That's right. You told us that story.
I don't think that would be fun to watch. You kind of just pass out, right?
No, I found myself in the emergency room one time with a nosebleed that had been going on for 48 hours and a bunch of other sores I won't go into detail on. And the doctor looks at me and he says, "How long have you been taking quinine?" I said, "Oh, this other doctor just recently prescribed it." And he's like, "Did they tell you could be allergic to it?" "No." "All right, well, you're in the process of bleeding out, so We'll get you in ICU.
Take a nap and we'll see you in an hour.
Drink a Bud Light, you'll feel better.
Yeah, they strapped me down. They strapped me down in a gurney so I wouldn't roll off. Wheeled me up to ICU and strapped me into a bed up in ICU until I got a transfusion.
Wow.
GT, what was that I just saw?
Oh no!
Bud Light Orange.
Bud Light
Orange. Bud Light Orange. Come on, man. I want your man card.
Hey, you can have it. I was a Bottles and James guy too back in the day.
Hey, okay. Have you tried
James back in the day?
I've actually had that. It's not bad. I've actually had the Bud Light Orange. It's not bad. So have you had the Natty? Have you had the Natty Light grapefruit?
No.
Yeah, maybe it's a Florida thing, but the Natty Light grapefruit ain't bad. Peak grapefruit.
Natty Light grapefruit, baby. Wow. Yeah, we haven't tried that. My wife usually always surprises me with something different. Fruity.
Well, my kid surprised me with something different. I got up in the middle of the night looking for something to drink in the refrigerator. There was no water. There was no juice. There was no Kool-Aid. And just as I closed the door, I caught the look of a silver cap. And I grabbed it and I pulled it out, and it was a coffee-flavored beer.
Pabst Blue Ribbon?
Yeah. I looked at the clock. I said, "Oh, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I guess I should drink this coffee-flavored beer right now." And I did.
You were up for the rest of the night, weren't you?
We got Sherlock Holmes over here. That's a mess. Gay girls in bondage. Why is everybody on the same website? They're making money hand over fist.
I get what you just did there.
Well, explain it to the rest of us because we're missing it.
No, I'm not gonna. Sharima's present.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Tim. So, Alan, how do you know Paul?
Through Tim. Tim's my brother from another mother.
Oh, that's awesome.
We've known each other about how long, Tim?
About 18 years now.
Yeah, because Kyle today's my boy's birthday. He turned 28 years old, and we met back. We were scout leaders way back in the day, and they put us in a class, and we've been buddies ever since.
I don't know what Jarvis is doing. Jarvis turned off his camera. He turned off his mic, but he didn't leave the room.
He's saying a prayer. He's saying a prayer.
For me, I hope, because I could use 1 or 2 or 3.
Can you help this young man out?
Between him and Sharima, it's my only hope for heaven. You got to count on their prayers to get me there, because I'm marginal. I'm marginal.
I learned a long time ago, Paul. I got no. I'm a sinner. I'm weak in heart. I'm a sinner. I got to count on God's grace. I told my pastor, I said, my biggest fear is I'm going to arrive at the pearly gates, and St. Pete's going to look up my name and point to an elevator and say, "You went the wrong way."
Elevator. No, I thought you were going to get the escalator, baby. The elevator.
The express route, right down.
Well, I hate to hear that, Tim. I think you are a saint, and I'm pretty sure that they will give you an exception. They will give you a hall pass, baby.
I'm
knowing him through the years, yes.
They'll give you a hall pass. Well, here, listen. I gotta close out, guys. You hold on, and I'll be right back. Okay, hold on. All right, guys. Hey, it's been Eclectic Ramblings right here on WFOV 92.1 LPFM Flint. We're also live on Spectacle Productions on YouTube, on Facebook. And if you guys want to do what we do, holler at us. 810-239-2901. That's 810-239-2901. We're determined to make a difference, and we want you to too. 810-239-2901. It is Juneteenth, June 19th, African American Independence Day, a time to reflect and rejoice. I'm going to take these off. A time to reflect and rejoice, all right? You guys, listen. Enjoy the life you live, just until you can live the life you'll enjoy. Peace.